Hi everybody, we're back for the new moon. The new moon in December on Monday the 14th. The new moon is in Sagittarius and it is also an eclipse. So that means the energy will be amplified, amped up. Sagittarius is the archer. Sagittarius stands for freedom. Higher knowledge, meaning divine knowledge. So, if we're in December for the new moon, new beginnings, and we're having a new moon in Sagittarius, which is all about divine knowledge and freedom, then we may be experiencing, if we're not used to connecting to that type of energy, we may be experiencing some ascension symptoms, awakening symptoms, not being well grounded. So if we're not used to working with that energy and we're delving into things because we're really feeling drawn to that and we're doing a lot of spiritual work, then we may find that we're becoming ungrounded. So good grounding practices. This card wants to follow, so we're going to keep it. Good grounding practices are always important whenever we're doing any type of spiritual work anyways. And there are times when no matter how good we are with our grounding practices and whatnot, we may become ungrounded. So during this moon, if that's happening, take some time, ground, connect. Things always make more sense when we're well grounded. All right, so yeah, the eclipse season. So this eclipse ties back all the way back to June when we had those eclipses. So anything that we started back in June may be flowering right now, really flowering. And this eclipse will also go into the next 6 months. The energy goes, for 6 months with these eclipses. And with these eclipses. And so all of this amped up energy for the divine knowing, the higher knowing, higher learning, education, freedom, all of these great things. So let's see what the cards say for us and what we've been doing and what we're up to. And, we've had pretty much a storyline going because we've been doing these readings for quite a while. I'm not sure exactly when I started putting them up on YouTube, but I know that I started pulling a daily card for people back in April, and I felt like that had ended, like that had all that needed to be done there had been done there. And then I started doing these moon readings, which are fun. And so these probably started in July. So we do have sort of we've been getting sort of like a story arc with these readings. So here we are, December, last card read that we did. It reminded us that we were ending out a cycle, which we are. We're ending out a couple of cycles. With the last reading, we were ending a cycle with the full moon, but also ending the year. I mean, it was November, and here we are in December. It's our last month of 2020. And yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun this month. We have the solstice, the new moon, the full moon, and then we're coming into 2021. So let's see what the first card says for us today from the Deviant Moon. The Chariot, moving forward. We have gotten this, 3 times in a row now, I think. Don't quote me on that because that may not be entirely correct, but I feel like we've gotten it a lot. So we're moving forward. We know that this is upside down. This is a higher arcana card. So it's big picture, moving forward. So that's good stuff. Like I said, this eclipse ties back all the way back to June with those eclipses. So anything that we started back then may be coming into fruition, really coming into fruition now. So we are moving forward. That's good news. This is the big picture. So hold our faith. Things are moving forward. All right, so that's the first card. We have been reminded of that. So, because we keep getting reminded of it, it just makes me wonder, are we subconsciously doubting the work that we've done or the choices that we've made? Are we doubting what we've done? Do we constantly need this reiteration? Because somewhere in our subconscious, we don't believe that we really are moving forward. I know it's been a trying year for a lot of people. Lots of challenges, lots of change. It's just a different year in general, like energetically. It's just been different. But it's 2020. It's encouraging us to bring in the balance and to change things. We're coming into the age of the Aquarius. So that is a big piece of it. That's a big piece of the energetic change that we've been feeling. And it is upon us. It's December of 2020. It's upon us. All right. Card number 2. Card number 2. Oh, jeepers. Yeah. So apparently there's been a little doubt on the journey, and that's why we keep getting the Chariot, to let us know that we really are moving forward. So here, let's take a look at this. I want to tip it so that there's no shadow. Can you see this? It's a time of change, okay? So lots of change in the journey, and a little chaos and some ungreat feelings going on there. Of course, it's upside down, so it's all, it's the feelings. So there's been a little doubt, I'd say, by looking at this card. Some inner turmoil about the journey, wondering, probably fighting with ourselves about, are we really doing the right thing? Have we made the right choices? I know a lot of people think this year's just been a big pain in the ass. And not to be overly positive, because you're never going to get the overly positive with me. I do believe in being positive, but realistic and logical as well. So, it's not going to ever be fluffy with me. It's just never going to be candy canes and puppy dogs and sunshine. And, this is real life. And I'm really all about the real life. So I understand that it's difficult, and, it's been a strange year, and a lot of people are just so over it. But life is what we make it. So a mindset in difficult times to try to maneuver as logically as we can, and to be as positive around the chaos and the negative situation as we can, because honestly, we can be flexible, and the moon in Sagittarius also encourages flexibility, but we can be flexible with these times, and kind of roll with that. We can be flexible. That makes it easier for us. If we're not flexible, if we're not going to be flexible during difficult times, the only person that gets punished in that really is us. Because we're creating the resistance. And if we're creating resistance, then we're gonna feel it. We're gonna have the pushback. So it's gonna affect our life. So let's remember we are moving forward. 2020 is almost over. Everybody's wanting 2020 to be over, and we're moving into 2021. I don't know if everybody just expects everything to just up and disappear. That the things that we've been looking at and challenged with this year are just going to disappear because it's a new year. I think that's kind of unrealistic. So I think the moon in Sagittarius, the new moon in Sagittarius, new beginnings, encouraging us to be flexible, encouraging us to seek that higher knowledge, to tap in, to really connect with the divine, because that's where we're going to find our comfort. That's where we're going to find our peace. That's where we're really going to find our own knowing. You know what I mean? So trust that we're moving forward. Roll with this moon's energy and be flexible. Start pulling in some flexibility, because this isn't very flexible. This is just creating a lot of resistance. And, that's inner turmoil. That's not good for us, right? So let's stop doing this, and let's trust that we are moving forward into better things. We've been being told that all year. How bad has it really been? It's not really, people just want to label it, I think. But if you look, every year holds its difficulties for us personally. And any year can be a difficult year. Any year can. So head up. Know we're moving forward. Try being flexible. Tap into that divine knowledge. Remember that this eclipse is amplifying the energy. So really focus on the things that you're wanting. It's the new moon, right? It's the new moon. So that means that that's the beginning of the cycle. And if we're implementing things, let's be positive about it. Let's not be feeling all negative and stuff. We're not looking, if we look in the background, I want you to see that. If you look in the background of this card, there's this beautiful bloom behind us. Things are blooming beautifully, but we are too caught up in I'm just going to say it, too caught up in the bitching. Too caught up in the bitching, too caught up in the negativity to see it. We're not even looking. We're not paying attention. So let's pay attention to the beautiful things that are blooming for us. And quit with the bitching. Like I said, if we're not being flexible, the only person that hurts is us. Flexibility is really key for us to be able to create our best world. So that's just so funny, that card, because it's just funny to me. The staying caught up in the negative things and the chaos and just not looking at what's right there, just not paying attention. So here we are. It's the end of this. We're coming into the end of this year. We're coming up on the solstice. We have this eclipse, which is amplifying the energy. Let's be a little more positive. Trust that we're moving forward. Look and see what's blooming, because this, I'm going to reiterate it again, this eclipse is connecting to the eclipses back in June. So anything that we were starting back then is probably about to flower now, which is interesting. That I just want to say, I just want you guys to look at that again. See the flower behind us? So yeah, because it started in June, right? I mean, we started working on something significant back in June, and with that eclipse season, and now we're in this eclipse season, the two tied together, it's flowering. We're moving forward. Let's pay attention. Pay attention, be positive, be flexible. Let's see what that third card is going to bring us. All right. Alrighty. Temperance. 2 higher arcana cards. All right, so that's the third card out of the Deviant Moon. But this is Temperance. I want you to get a good look at this. I'm going to tip it. Temperance. Isn't that just a beautiful card? It's a higher arcana. So we get the Chariot, higher arcana. Now we've got the Temperance, higher arcana. I was just talking about this moon encouraging us to tap into our higher power, to listen, to glean our truth from our divine source, to seek out that knowledge that's just waiting there for us to tap into. This moon encourages us to do the meditation, to do the prayer, to do the work that will allow us to tap into the knowledge that comes from a higher state of being, that helps us be more aware, a higher state of awareness. Tapping into your God, your guides, your angels, to receive your information, to be guided, to really be guided. This has been being asked of us all year, to tap in. So some people probably already were, and some people are just beginning, and some people start and don't keep on with it, and then they stop for a little bit, and then they take a little break, and then they get back to it again. But it really is, this moon is really encouraging us to connect to that. This moon is all about the divine. And it's a new beginning. And don't forget the solstice is coming up, and then the full moon. So we're closing out the year. Let's do it in a way that we're really connected. Let's really connect. We're being asked to. We're being asked to be part of those worlds. We're being asked to connect heaven with earth, with us, to bring that balance in, so that we are living here as humans connected to the divine, because we are divine beings. We've been asked that all year, really. And this is the month to really do it with this moon and Sagittarius, okay? All right. Things are flowered right behind us. Just look. Just look. We started stuff back in June with that eclipse season, and this eclipse season is connected to that. So things are flowering. And it might seem like, oh, it's been a long, hard road. You know, like I said, with great love, quit the bitching. Quit the bitching and look. Look, things are happening, okay? We're moving forward. Let's be more flexible, like this moon is asking. Let's be more positive. All right? Now, a card fell out. It was upright. I love this card. So anyways, take some time, spend it with family. Here we are, the holiday seasons, right? It's about family. It's a difficult year because of the quarantines, and there's not really any quarantines going on right now, but people are still being asked to be responsible and not to get together in these great big groups. And, you know, there's a lot going on there. So it might be a little bit difficult this year for some people celebrating the holidays with their families. Be creative. Be creative. If some of you can't get together, Zoom, video chat, like still connect with your families. It's important. It's important to connect. So be creative, connect with the families. Very important. Connect, the connection. We live in a time where we have lots of ways to do that. So, you know, back in the old days, all we had was the telephone. Now we've got ways that we can see each other, which always feels a little better. But definitely however it is, connect with your family, okay? No, that's a little bit, there we go, connect. All right. Let's see what the Dolphin Mermaid deck has to say. Because this is the fun part of the reading, the positive affirmation. Right? So the Chariot lets us know, that's the higher arcana, that's the big picture. We are moving forward. We are. It's been reiterating that over and over and over again. So we're moving forward. And then our second card was, be flexible. Get out of the chaos. Stop being negative. Look as to what's blooming. It's right there. It's behind us. It's behind us because we started it a while ago and apparently we're feeling like it's not happening fast enough, and we've got a lot of complaints around that. But you know what? 6 months really isn't that hard to, it's not that long of a time, honestly, in the bigger scheme of things. So, yeah, let's be positive. We're in the eclipse. That amplifies the energy. Definitely want to amplify good energy for ourselves rather than the alternative, right? Spend time with family. Be creative if you have to. I know a lot of people won't be flying in to see their family. I know a lot of people won't be flying out to see their family. I know over these holiday seasons, a lot of people have chosen to create their holidays a bit differently. But if you have family out of state and you're not going to be seeing them as per the usual or whatever, be creative. Do the video chats over Messenger or do a Zoom or whatever. But be creative and still connect with the family. It's really important to do that family connection, the love, spread the love. Spread the love, connect, enjoy yourselves, have a good time, celebrate. This is a month of celebrations, so celebrate. Yeah, and then of course the tapping in. Tapping in, find your divine guidance, your divine knowledge. The moon supports it. This whole year has supported it. It's asked that of us right along. So tap in, connect. All right, let's see what the little mermaid, the mermaid dolphin deck has to say. All right, it's a new dawn. I love this card. And we've gotten it a couple of times, and it is a new dawn. So 2020 asked us consistently to bring in the balance, right? To balance out our lives, balance out our checking accounts, balance out our family and our work, find work that's more balanced, make sure that we found time for play, and balance the relationships so that the relationships that we were in were bringing us joy and happiness and not imbalanced, creating discord and dysfunction. And so 2020 was like ground zero. The entire year it was asking us to bring balance into our lives, step up, be the leaders in our lives, take our power back, tap in, connect, do the things that make us happy. The entire year was supporting us in creating a life for us where we're happy, where we're doing in our life something that makes us feel good, that can bring us happiness and abundance. Instead of going to work every day at a job that you hate, you've been encouraged to find work that you can feel good about. Bringing in all of that balance. That's what it's been all about. We got this, I think, when I first started the readings back in April. We got It's a New Dawn. And we had gotten a time has come to end, and it's a new dawn. And it really has been. It's been a very different year. It's a lot of changes. Things are very different. Be flexible. See the positivity that is there if we just pay attention, right there. There's growth. There's stuff blooming. Tap into our higher guidance. We really can find a lot of peace there. I find a lot of peace there. You know, if it wasn't for that connection, for me, there have been times in my life where I don't know how I would have made it if I didn't have that connection. So spend time with family. It's important. Be creative if you have to, but definitely make your family important and celebrate. Celebrate. This is a month of celebration. It's the holidays. Know that we're moving forward into the new dawn. The new moon in Sagittarius is, you know, freedom. Freedom. So we've been asked to bring in that balance this whole time to bring ourselves to a place of that inner freedom, that freedom. I'll be back for the solstice. This is going to be a fun month to read because we're ending out 2020 and the whole year has just been asking us to do good things for ourselves. So if we've put that work in and we've tapped in and we've really put that work in, we just gotta trust, right? We're coming into 2021. 2021, that's where the movement will really start going, because that's a 5-year. We're in a 4-year right now. Balance, balance, balance. Bringing in the balance during a time of great change, right? Well, we're coming into a 5-year. That's 5. That is great change. So we're moving forward into that. I hope that you all enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonates. It's a very spiritual time right now. This moon is a very spiritual moon. So meditate, pray, connect, do something for yourself that feels good. I'll see you again on the solstice, but it's a new dawn. We're moving forward. Look for the blooms. Enjoy your family, and pay attention. Things are happening. Things are blooming, okay? All right. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful week or so, because, yeah, I'm going to be back really soon for the solstice. All right. Take care.